the studio that we're live. And we'll see what happens. Patience is a virtue.
Something I haven't got, patience. That's why I don't knit, because I wouldn't want to start knitting a jumper and then waiting for months before I finish it. I'd rather buy one and wear it straight away. It's probably why I don't bake either. I'd rather go and buy a cake and I can eat it. Aha.
Aha. Well, that was an adventure, Angelika. Shall we both come on screen?
Yeah.
So there you are, an adventure. What we're going to do is we're going to move things around. So there we are, as normal, but we need to make one change. That's that change. And I need to go there. I'm ready. Okay. Hello, Angelika.
Hello, Stephen.
Right. Welcome to the show, everyone. This is Ask Angelika, German sentences for badminton, oder? Oh, I just put badminton. Season 6, episode 4. Angelika, would you like to tell us more?
Yeah, the word was players was missing, wasn't it? But that's all right. Doesn't really matter. It's still for badminton. Yeah, we're continuing our season with sports. I mean, I start off with sports. I may use some hobbies at a later date as well. But we've done a couple of sports. So these are sentences that you may hear in Germany if you wanted to play badminton, or you may ask, or anything like this. So they're all badminton playing related sentences.
Brilliant. Okay, let's come back. So you are not like that. No, come here. Right. You're watching Ask Angelika Season 6, Episode 4, all about badminton. Now, the way this works is Angelika's put together 9 sentences in German. I'll read them out. Angelika will correct my pronunciation, and then we'll go on to translate them. If you want to read them at the same time as I do, please do. We can't hear you, and we could do with help with the translations sometimes. So let's go. Take that off screen and go for phrase 1. Kommst du mit Federball Badminton spielen?
Yeah, kommst du mit Federball spielen, or the question could be, kommst du mit Badminton spielen?
Now we're going to learn the difference between the two, but for the moment, are you coming to play badminton or Federball?
Yeah, and when you see the translation, you'll notice that I've actually written badminton on there twice.
So good, they named it twice. So
now, that was my deliberate, because when I grew up, we learned how to play Federball. And then I don't know when it changed. At some stage, the Germans used the word badminton as well. And I assumed, and probably lots of other people as well, that they just taken on the English word because it's easier. And so I thought Federball or badminton would both be the translation for the game badminton. And that's how you would find it in the dictionary. If you look up in the dictionary, if you type in badminton, the English word badminton, you'll see it gets translated as Federball and badminton. But there is a difference between those two, which I wasn't aware until I did my research for today's show. And that is that Federball is your game that people do in their free time for fun. So you could play Federball in the garden because there is no net, there is no a court which looks exactly how it should be. All you need is the 2 rackets, the I can't think of the English word now, the shuttlecocks, and you start playing. And the idea is that you just play as long as possible without the shuttlecock hitting the floor. And that's Federball. Badminton, however, is the official sport. And that is in a badminton court with a net and with rules. So there is, and that's why I thought, well, I put it both in there because they're actually 2 different types of badminton. The one is the one that you can play in the garden, when you're young and you've been given a badminton set and you're just saying, come on, let's play, and you go out there and you just throw it, not that one there. And whereas that's Federball, and badminton is the official game with the rules and internationally recognized game.
Very good. Right, shall we carry on with phrase 2 then, which is about badminton or about badminton, but it's definitely badminton. Phrase 2, kann ich einen Badmintonschläger ausleihen?
Ausleihen. Ja, kann ich einen Badmintonschläger ausleihen?
Can I? I'm going to say Schläger is racket. So can I a badminton racket? I don't know. What is ausleihen?
Borrow.
Borrow.
It's all being well and good saying, are you coming playing badminton with us if I haven't got a racket? So I may need to borrow one.
Okay. Good. So the English translation is, can I borrow a badminton racket? So if you both got rackets, then the game can start.
Yeah.
Okay. Phrase 3. Möchtest du Einzel oder Doppel spielen?
Yeah. Now this is a pure badminton sentence. You wouldn't do that if you play Federball. So möchtest du Einzel oder Doppel spielen?
Doppel is double. So Einzel must be single. Would you like to play singles or doubles?
Yeah, exactly. Which you can do with badminton. You can't really do it with Federball.
With badminton, you can either have one person on each side of the court or 2 people.
Or 2 people.
Or doubles. So
I think the net is helping there. With if you want to be same as with tennis, you can play with 2. If you don't play with a net and you're just messing about, it's probably a bit difficult.
Indeed. Do you want to play singles or doubles? So phrase 4. Badminton läuft in Sätzen ab.
Badminton läuft in Sätzen.
Only close. Badminton läuft in Sätzen. Ab is short for something, isn't it?
Well, it's a separable verb. So the verb is ablaufen.
Okay. Now I know the English, so I'm going to go with badminton is played in sets.
Yeah. But Sätze, the German word Sätze, actually can also be translated as sentences. But in this case, it means sets.
Very good. Phrase 5. Wer zuerst 21 Punkte erreicht, gewinnt den Satz.
Ja, wer zuerst 21 Punkte erreicht, gewinnt den Satz.
Right, the first person to 21 points wins the set.
Yeah. It's all stuff I didn't know either. Because we only, if at all, we would have only played Federball and probably in the back garden.
As when you mentioned the subject, we had a sports hall in Burnley, and they had badminton courts, and we used to go and play badminton, and we played to the rules that you're actually talking about now. And we played in white, and we had trainers on and everything. Men in shorts, and ladies in shorts too. Phrase 6. Wer zuerst 2 Sätze gewinnt, hat gewonnen.
Wer zuerst 2 Sätze gewinnt, hat gewonnen.
Right. Whoever wins 2 sets has won the match.
Yeah.
Whoever wins 2 sets.
Or in English, in English, we would have just said the first to win 2 sets rather than whoever wins 2 sets.
Okay.
But things don't always go right.
Sorry?
I think things don't always go right when you play badminton.
Things always go right when you broadcast. Fehler. Sorry about that. Fehler. Der Federball wurde ins Netz geschlagen.
Yeah, I can imagine somebody really shouting out, Fehler! Maybe, I don't know. Der Federball wurde ins Netz geschlagen.
Yeah, hitting the ball over the net is the idea. Error. the shuttlecock was hit into the net.
Yeah, I like the word Federball because in true German fashion, it tells you exactly what it is. It's a ball, and originally it had feathers on it. Now it still looks like feathers, but of course it's all plastic, but it's a feather ball, literally.
It is indeed. And the translation is error. So Fehler is error, and the shuttlecock was hit into the net. Right, I'm not going to say this with too much feeling. Oh nein, der Ball ist im Aus.
Yeah, oh nein, der Ball ist im Aus. When I wrote that, I actually thought of tennis and the one scene where, and I've forgotten who the tennis player was now, when he shouted, "You cannot be serious," because the ball. Oh, I can't translate it yet, but I think it's pretty obvious what it is.
Okay, I don't know how he got into here, but he's here, and Mr. McEnroe we're talking about.
That's it. Yes.
Oh nein, oh no. Das Ball ist im Aus. The ball is out.
Yeah, der Ball ist im Aus. The ball is out.
Phrase 9. Wir brauchen neue Federbälle.
Yeah, that's the plural. Wir brauchen neue Federbälle.
And this does happen, especially when there used to be feathers. We need new shuttlecocks.
Yeah.
It's quite a word. Did you look up the meaning of shuttlecocks, where it came from?
No, I didn't. I should have done, actually. I just thought about it because Federball, like I said, it is such a lovely literal translation and it explains exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know where the shuttlecocks comes from. Is shuttle got that anything to do with rockets? Because the shuttle looks a bit like it, doesn't it?
Badminton came before we went to the moon.
Right.
I think the shuttle actually refers to weaving. The shuttle in a weaving shed that used to go across the loom. I don't know.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah. Right. Now what's going to happen now is we're going to rewind to the beginning and go to phrase 1. And Angelica's going to rearrange her sticky notes. And Angelika will read the phrase in German, and then I will read the English translation.
Kommst du mit Federball spielen? Or somebody might ask you and say, kommst du mit Badminton spielen?
Oh, that's how you wanted me to read it. You want me to read it.
Don't worry.
Okay. Translation is, are you coming to play badminton or badminton?
Yeah, we don't need it twice now. Kann ich einen Badmintonschläger ausleihen?
Can I borrow a badminton racket?
Möchtest du Einzel oder Doppel spielen?
Do you want to play singles or doubles?
Badminton läuft in Sätzen ab.
Badminton is played in sets.
Wer zuerst 21 Punkte erreicht, gewinnt den Satz.
Whoever reaches 21 points wins the first set. Press 8. No, don't press 6. Ah. Okay.
Wer zuerst 2 Sätze gewinnt, hat gewonnen.
The first to win 2 sets wins. Press 7.
Fehler! Der Federball wurde ins Netz geschlagen.
Said that with some feeling.
I'm annoyed.
Error! The shuttlecock was hit into the net. And phrase 8.
Oh nein, der Ball ist im Aus.
Oh no! The ball is out. And phrase 9, which is somewhere down here.
Wir brauchen neue Federbälle.
And indeed we do, because we don't have any at all. We need new shuttlecocks. Now I'm going to bring in a picture onto the screen. Angelika, would you like to talk about the item that I've brought on screen?
Yeah. If you like these sentences, you're obviously, and you're enjoying them because you understand them, then you're not a beginner in learning German anymore. And you may even just teach yourself and continue teaching yourself. And I have shown once a diary which was a year of German learning. And this time it's a year of language learning. So the difference to the German learning one is that this one can be used for any language, including German, of course. And it follows exactly the same format. You have for, let me just find a page, for every week you have 2 pages. One page where you can just write down what you've done. And it's entirely up to you. You might want to write down Monday, I did X, Y, and Z. Tuesday, I did this. Or you can write down some sentences like these, for example, because maybe you're just very interested in playing badminton and you wanted to learn those sentences, so you can put them in there. And at the end of the week, you do a bit of feedback on the second page. There's 3 columns. I need more practice with whatever it may be. It could be badminton, but of course that's nothing to do with learning German. But I enjoyed something else. You always want to find something positive. Don't just always look at things that you still need to learn. Remind yourself of something that you really enjoyed, that you were really good at, or it was just fun. And some plans for next week. And in the language, in the German planner, at the bottom I've got a German idiom, and this time I've just got some language relating phrases. And you also have at the front, which you can either fill in at the beginning or at the end, a monthly planner, or you can do it afterwards to keep track of what you've done. So it's just a really good way of keeping track of your own learning, and especially if you are not, say, taking weekly lessons where you're following a textbook, because then you just look in the textbook and you're now on page 25 instead of page 15. So here you can fill in everything that has been important to you.
And writing, writing things down is a great way to remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
you're getting the spelling right, and you're putting it. If you did the badminton, then you'd have a page for badminton. You have all the sentences that you remember from today, and you could always go back to it later.
Absolutely. Or if you come across, I mean, probably every learner, doesn't matter which language you're learning, you may have a situation where you're stuck. And it's maybe you're working on a particular grammar and you're really stuck and you're getting really frustrated and you think, oh, I'm no good at this, you know. Well, but if you have a look in your language folder again, but I enjoyed, oh yeah, remember, I enjoyed that. Oh, I enjoyed that. I need more practice with whatever. I've done that ages ago. I know what to do. It's just nice to remind yourself again, actually, my German, or whichever language you may be learning now, has improved immensely since I've done this. I will crack this next bit of grammar as well. No problem.
Indeed. It's motivation. Indeed. Yeah. Well, we have talked about badminton. Are we going to have a game?
No.
Okay, that's because, I mean, I played when I used to live back in Burnley, which is a while ago. I mean, we're back. Yeah. Okay. So enough of that.
Shall we? As a child, I might have played Federball more badly than anything else. So I mean, if you wanted to win a game straight away, then yes, we can play.
On that note, what are we talking about in 2 weeks' time?
I'm not sure the exact sport, but as we've just had our first bit of frost and we've had a little bit of snow, which disappeared straight away. I know people who are in Australia now, they will go and relax by the pool because the weather will be nice and warm, but everybody around this area
okay, we've got a frozen problem. I don't know whether you can hear me, Angelika.
I can hear you.
What we're going to do is say thank you for watching. Take care. We'll see you all again soon. And bye for now.
Okay. Tschüss von mir.
Und tschüss von mir.